Hi, everybody. Welcome to Reader's Intrigue, where authors are going to read the first chapter of their book so that we can be intrigued and maybe find a new book to read. Get comfy, get cozy. Let's listen. Hello, everybody. My name is Randi-Lee Bowslaugh. I am the host of Reader's Intrigue, and today I'm going to be the author. So, a little bit about me. I started this show because I'm an author and I love hearing other books, doing book reviews. I have 4 cats and 3 dogs. They have their own TikTok. I also have 2 kids, a grandbaby, a husband, and I love talking about mental health. You might have seen my other show, Write or Die Show, all about mental health. If you haven't, go check it out. And that's me in a nutshell. So today I'm going to be reading the first chapter of my brand new book. It actually comes out on Saturday. So that's why today is a special episode of Reader's Intrigue. So it's goodbye too soon. And I'm just going to read the back to you for the about the book. Addiction is a rampant mental illness that takes hold of individuals of any age. Brandon was only a teenager when drugs took over his life. The battle raged for decades before he lost. Randi-Lee shares the truth behind the eulogy. Having a brother with addiction created a fissure and forced the need for boundaries. Stepping away and loving him from a distance was her only way to keep herself safe. This book goes beyond losing a brother. It delves into risk factors, constructive coping strategies, and a family's grieving process, reminding those left behind to forgive ourselves and the person we lost. So this is a nonfiction story. You might want to grab some tissues. Chapter 1, The Phone Call. It had been 2 weeks since I had last spoken to my brother, Brandon. Before that, it was 6 months, and before that, years. Unfortunately, I didn't speak with him as much as I would have liked, but it was a necessary part of maintaining healthy boundaries. It was May 20th, 2021. I parked my car, put on my mask, and got in line outside the pool store. Before seeing one of my personal training clients, I planned to make a quick stop to check the water quality of my pool. There was a longer line than I expected, but it was pool opening season. I took my phone out of my pocket and scrolled mindlessly on Facebook when I noticed I had missed a call from Aunt C. That in and of itself is not weird. I talked to Aunt C on the phone several times a week. She called me again before I had a chance to call her back. Randy. Hello? Aunt C. Hi. Did you see on Facebook that someone said Brandon is dead? Randy. What? What are you talking about? Aunt C. Someone called me and told me she saw a post claiming that your brother is dead. Randy. Okay, well, that has happened before and it wasn't true, so I doubt it's true this time. Nancy, can you look? I looked at my phone and noticed a message from my brother's ex-girlfriend, Katrina. Please note names have been changed. Katrina's message. Hey, can you please call your mom? Your brother is gone. He overdosed and passed away today. I spoke to the cops and I've been trying to call your mom. I guess forensics are still doing what they do. And it happened at address. Please get your mom to call me at. I'm freaking out and can't stop bawling my eyes out. After reading that message, I was nearly out of words. I sat on the curb, still in line to get into the store, and told my aunt I needed to call her back because Katrina had sent me this message. After hanging up with Aunt C, I called Katrina. Katrina. Hello? Randy. Okay, what happened? Katrina. Sophia from the Streetworks program called and told me that Brandon is dead. She said the person with Brandon called her saying he wasn't waking up. Sophia drove to the address and called 911 on her way. When she got there, she said that she tried to use naloxone to revive him, but it didn't work. Naloxone is a medicine that rapidly reverses an opioid overdose. It is an opioid antagonist. This means that it attaches to opioid receptors and reverses and blocks the effects of other opioids. National Institute on Drug Abuse. I started to cry. How could this be real? I always had an awful feeling that I would get a call like this, but I was still shocked and upset. Nothing about the conversation felt real. I kept thinking that it must be a cruel joke. Randy. Are you sure? Katrina. Yes, I was able to talk to the police on the scene on the phone to give them your mom's number, but no one can get a hold of her. Randy. She was at work and will be in the car driving home now. She won't see any missed calls until she gets home and checks her cell phone. Katrina. Can you tell her what I told you? Randy. Of course. Can you give me Sophia's number? I need to talk to her. Katrina. Yes, I will send it through Messenger. Randy. Thank you. Katrina. I'm so sorry. Randy. Thanks. Bye. Katrina. Bye. As I hung up the phone, Aunt C called again. I was slightly annoyed that she didn't give me a chance to investigate the news before calling again, though I think deep down, she already knew the truth. Randy. Hello? Aunt C. Any news? Randy. I just hung up with Katrina. She told me it's true, and he's gone. She gave me Sophia's number. She was there and tried to revive him. I will call her right now and I will call you back. Aunt C. Okay. I hung up, took a few deep breaths, and called Sophia. Sophia. Hello? Randy. Hi, this is Brandon's sister, Randy. Katrina gave me your number. Sophia. Hi, Randy. I am so sorry. I tried to revive him, but he was already gone by the time I got there. Randy. Can you tell me what happened? Sophia. The person with your brother tried to wake him up, but couldn't. He called me and I drove over. I called 911 on my way. When I got there, I gave him naloxone, but it didn't help. There was nothing I could do. I am so sorry. I tried. With Sophia retelling the tragic events leading up to Brandon's death, I could no longer hold back my tears, and they came streaming down my cheeks. I kept my sunglasses on to hide them from those around me. Randy. Are you still there? Sophia. Yes. Did you want to talk to the officer? Randy. Yes, please. I need to hear it from them. I heard rustling as Sophia passed the phone to an officer. I held my breath, hoping the officer would tell me it was all a horrible joke. Officer. Hello? Randy. Hi, this is Brandon's sister. I wanted to know what happened. Officer. I'm sorry, but your brother has passed away. We've been trying to call your mom. Randy. I will tell her. Thank you. Another moment of wrestling as Sophia took the phone back. The haunting truth sinking into my soul. Sophia. Again, I am so sorry. Randy. You tried. Thank you for trying. Sophia. Please let me know about funeral arrangements. Randy. I will, thank you. Bye. Sophia. Bye. My mind raced with the revelation that this wasn't a sick joke. I'd spoken to the police officer. Brandon was really gone. A staff person came over to me and took my water sample. I think he knew I was crying, but didn't say anything. I was lucky that I didn't have any questions to ask him. I was in too much shock to be able to form a thought. As I waited for him to return with my results, I called my client and told her that I would not be able to make it because I had found out that my brother was dead. She was very comforting and understanding. While I waited for the results about the pool water, I called Mom, knowing she was just walking in the door at home. She answered surprisingly fast. She often doesn't answer at all. I told her not to look at her phone, not to go anywhere, and not to talk to anyone until I got home. Telling her to wait for me seemed like a good idea. I didn't want her to hear the news from anyone else. In retrospect, it was as if I had told her without actually saying the words. It was very unusual for me to say something like that, and she could probably tell I was upset. She knew I had a bomb to drop on her. The staff came back and told me my pool needed more calcium. On autopilot, I purchased the calcium and thanked him. Once I got back into my car, I called Aunt C to tell her that I had spoken to the police and that was all true. We cried on the phone for a few moments before hanging up. Taking a few more deep breaths and turning on some music very loud to drown out my thoughts, I composed myself enough to drive the 10 minutes home. I parked in the driveway, breathed deeply, and walked into the house. Mom stood in the kitchen washing dishes. I kept my sunglasses on so she wouldn't see my red, puffy, crying eyes. I patted a stool on the island, gesturing that she should come sit down before we spoke. Randy. Sit down, Mom. You need to come and sit down right now. Mom moved slower than I had ever seen. She knew I would drop a bomb when she was safely sitting. Randy, hurry up. Come on, sit. I wasn't sure how much longer I would be able to hold it together. The 5 steps she took to walk from the kitchen sink to the stool felt like hours. I just needed her to sit so I could let it all out. Mom. No, because once I sit, you will tell me something bad. She was right. The moment her butt hit the chair, I let it out. Randy. Brandon's dead. Those were the only words I could get out before we both started crying and hugging each other. Mom. I knew you would say something horrible, but I didn't think it would be this. I told Mom everything that I knew about what had happened. I spoke of how the news had spread to me and that I had confirmed it with the officers on site. My son walked into the kitchen and asked what was going on. I told him that my brother had died, and I had to explain who Brandon was because the last time my son had seen Brandon was nearly 11 years ago. He was very caring and supportive of our emotions. I called my husband, Andrew, and told him what had happened. I asked him to bring home dinner because I was not feeling capable of cooking. He said he wouldn't be home for a while because of traffic. He ordered pizza to the house and paid for it, so I didn't have to see or talk to the delivery person. Once that was taken care of, we needed air and went on to the back porch. Mom and I spoke about what felt like everything and nothing. I paced while she sat in a chair. I couldn't sit still. My mind was racing. It still felt like a nightmare. I knew it was true, but didn't want to believe it. I needed to calm down and control my thought process, so I went into the pool. Mom and my son joined. I didn't do anything particular in the pool. I just floated. Water is very calming. It's one of the reasons we give babies a bath before bed. Once the pizza arrived, we got out of the pool and ate while we made a plan. We decided that we would tell my godmother in person that night and would make phone calls later. She was also Brandon's godmother and had been around our entire lives. We didn't want her to find out from anyone else. Mom wanted to talk to Sophia, so I gave her the phone number. I think Mom needed to hear it from her the same way I needed to hear it from the police officer. Andrew finally got home and hugged me before he did anything else. He told me to let him know what I needed, and he would do whatever it was. He was my rock throughout the whole thing. Without him, I would have crumbled. In turn, I found I had to be strong for Mom because she had no one else. Mom and I went to my godmother's house, stopping to pick up tea. My godmother suspected something was up because we have never made a random midweek stopover. Mom couldn't get the words out. I recounted what I knew about Brandon's death. Another long crying session and stories about when he was younger occurred. We were there for a little over an hour. There were some phone calls while we chatted as the news spread. I spoke to my cousin from out of town, Mom talked with Grandpa, and many other random messages were received from that day on. That night I slept like a rock. I was so emotionally drained. I knew that the coming days would be intense. So I really hope that you enjoy that first chapter. There's lots more to the book. Again, have some tissues. You can pre-order it right now on Amazon. Again, it's called Goodbye Too Soon. The link is going to be in the description to pre-order it. And if you want a hard copy, it officially comes out on Saturday, so you can grab your copy then. And hopefully, hopefully this helps other people because it is a struggle. Addiction is a mental health illness, and it can be hard when you have a family member who is going through an active addiction. If you want to follow me, of course, my links are going to be down in the description below. You can check out, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Flapper now. I haven't done much on there, but I'm on there now. YouTube as well. So check out all of my links down below in the description if you don't already follow me, which you should because I'm the host. And I would love if you guys could comment down below if you have any questions or if you just want to share some thoughts. This is a safe community, of course. So be sure to take care, everyone. Bye. Thank you again to the amazing author that read us a story. And be sure to check out all the other amazing shows on RB Media. Till next time. Bye. Thank you again to the amazing author that read us a story, and be sure to check out all the other amazing shows on RB Media. Till next time, bye!